They call it the Village of the Damned, a place where birds don't sing, where the trees seem to whisper secrets they wish they could forget. Tucked away in the shadowy hills of northwestern Connecticut lies a forgotten place, Dudleytown. But beware, this isn't just an abandoned town. It's a cursed land, they say, a place where misfortune clings to every stone. And if you listen closely, you might still hear the echoes of the madness that once lived there. Tonight, we step into the dark. This is the terrifying tale of Dudleytown. To understand why Dudleytown is feared, you have to go back, way back, across the Atlantic to Tudor England. The story begins with Edmund Dudley, a prominent advisor to King Henry VII. But power has a price. In 1510, Edmund was convicted of treason and beheaded. As his blood soaked the execution block, a chilling curse was said to have been uttered. "Your name shall bring sorrow, your seed shall scatter, and death shall follow." From that moment, the Dudley family seemed doomed. Generations later, John Dudley, the Duke of Northumberland, was executed for trying to place his daughter-in-law, Lady Jane Grey, on the English throne. His son, Robert Dudley, was a favorite of Queen Elizabeth I, but scandal and tragedy followed him too, including the mysterious death of his wife. By the 1700s, descendants of the Dudleys had left England behind, sailing to the American colonies. Among them was Gideon Dudley, who, along with relatives and others sharing the name, settled in the rugged wilderness of northwestern Connecticut. There they founded a tiny village in the shadow of the mountains, a place they believed would offer a new beginning. But you can't outrun a curse. The village, soon known as Dudleytown, was isolated, surrounded by dense forest. The soil was rocky, the terrain harsh, but the settlers persevered for a while. Then the strange misfortunes began. Residents fell to bizarre deaths. One man struck by lightning on a cloudless day. Another wandered into the forest and never came back. People spoke of strange noises in the woods, of shadowy figures watching from the trees. Mental illness seemed to sweep through the town like a sickness. General Herman Swift, a Revolutionary War hero, reportedly lost his wife to a lightning strike on their front porch. He went mad shortly after. Another tale tells of Horace Greeley's wife taking her own life, though historians say this happened in New York, not Dudleytown. Still, the name is forever linked with darkness. Farms failed, families fled, and by the early 1900s, Dudleytown was dead. Nature returned quickly. Today, only moss-covered stone foundations remain, hidden beneath twisted branches and thick fog. But the town's story didn't end with its collapse. In fact, that's when things got truly strange. Visitors to Dark Entry Forest, where Dudleytown once stood, report overwhelming dread, unseen hands brushing against their skin, and technology mysteriously failing, batteries drained, cameras malfunctioning, photos coming out blank. Some say they've heard voices in the wind. Others never came back. Today, the land is privately owned by a group called the Dark Entry Forest Association. Trespassing is strictly forbidden, but some believe it's not just to protect the land, it's to keep something in. Skeptics argue that Dudleytown was just another failed colonial village, ruined by poor soil and bad luck. They say the stories are just exaggerated, that the Dudleys weren't even directly related to the infamous English line. But if that's true, why do so many who visit describe the same eerie sensations? Why does the forest feel alive? And why has the legend endured for nearly 3 centuries? Maybe it's all just folklore, born from isolation, tragedy, and imagination. Or maybe the curse of the Dudleys was real. Maybe it still is. So if you're ever exploring the wild corners of Connecticut and you find a path the locals warn you to avoid, turn around, walk away. Because some places don't just remember the past, they relive it. And in Dudleytown, the past never died. If you want to hear more spooky and mysterious tales, click the subscribe button and give us a like. If you've heard an urban legend tale and want us to explore its hidden depths, leave us a comment below.